Seriously, Gordon, you can seriously do better than that. Come on! Sorry. Let's just get to the episode already. Well, I'm the Doctor, and until next time.
It was a beautiful evening on the island of Sodor. James came to the coaling plant to get a fresh supply of coal. While James was doing so, Sir Topham Hatt drove up in his car. Percy, who was sitting in a shed behind the coaling depot, puffed up to talk to Sir Topham Hatt. "Hello, Percy," said Sir Topham Hatt. "I need you and James to go to the station at the end of the line, where there will be a train waiting for each of you, and y'all need to bring both of them back here to the coaling depot." "But sir," gulped Percy, "what about the ghost train?" James laughed. "Ha, Percy, you're afraid of a silly ghost train? There's no such thing." "What ghost train?" asked Sir Topham Hatt.
And every year on the date of the accident, it runs again as a warning to others, plunging into the gap, shrieking like a lost soul.
"I think y'all be fine," chuckled Sir Topham Hatt as he walked towards his car. "I think y'all should start going," said Sir Topham Hatt, and he left. Percy followed. James started off, still chuckling to himself, yet he was a little bit scared.
Right after Topham Hatt and Percy split up, Topham Hatt did not go even 3 miles down the road before he started texting and driving. He did not see the rocks on the road. He crashed. "Bother," said Sir Topham Hatt, as he observed the wreckage. He looked around. There in front of him, in a small little goods shed, was a very unfamiliar steam engine. Sir Topham Hatt walked over to the engine. "Hello, I'm Sir Topham Hatt. I'm the controller of this railway. I've never seen you before on this railway. What are you doing here?" The strange engine answered, "I'm an engine from the mainland. I pulled a train here a few days ago. I'm waiting until tomorrow when I go back." "Oh, good," said Sir Topham Hatt. "Is there any way that you can go to the station at the end of the line to get me another car?" asked Sir Topham Hatt. "Oh, why, yes, of course," answered the strange engine. "I know exactly where that is. That is where I dropped off my train when I arrived here." And the strange black locomotive started off. As soon as the black engine was gone, Percy puffed by. He puffed by quickly so he did not see Sir Topham Hatt. Sir Topham Hatt saw him, but did not pay much attention. Then Sir Topham Hatt walked to the nearest signal tower to await his new car. After he actually found the door, that is. Percy puffed along the main line. There was Gordon pulling the last express of the day. "Hello, Gordon," whistled Percy. "Hello, Percy," whistled Gordon back.
Momentarily, Percy arrived at Gordon's Hill. James puffed up silently behind Percy. "Boo!" called James, pretending to be a ghost. Percy jumped. "Ah!" he cried, and ran off as fast as he could. James, still chuckling, followed. Upon racing down Gordon's Hill, Percy's driver applied the brakes. "Why are we stopping?" cried Percy. There's the ghost train." Percy's driver answered, "That was James playing a trick on us." Percy was very cross. "Let us play a trick on him to pay him out," he said, and he puffed off quietly. James, on the other hand, was gliding down Gordon's Hill, thinking how clever he was. Percy puffed along the main line. He soon arrived at a junction. He could either go straight and go through a small, old tunnel, or he could go onto the track to the right and go around the small, old tunnel. He decided to go through it. He had a plan. James soon arrived at the junction. He saw Percy puff into the tunnel and assumed that Percy was going to try to pay him out by scaring him.
Percy puffed into the tunnel. He was going to try and jump out and scare James, just as James had done to Percy back at Gordon's Hill. But James had a plan of his own. He was going to sneak up quietly beside the tunnel, and then whenever Percy jumped out to scare him, he was going to jump out and scare Percy at the same time. Percy heard James puffing by. He jumped out. "Boo!" he cried. At the same time, James cried, "Boo!" He scared Percy again, and he jumped and ran off. Percy just then realized who it was and came back. He was very cross. "James," said Percy, you really need to stop scaring me." James laughed. "You're just so easy to scare, and it's just always so funny." Percy wasn't happy. "Let's just get to the station already." James agreed, and they left.
Finally, the two engines arrived at the station at the end of the line. It was dark at night. The engine from the other railway arrived at the station at the same time as the other two engines. Percy set off, unknowing that there were 3 engines there. James also started off to go do some shunting. And as soon as he brought that truck to the platform, he looked and he thought he saw the shape of an engine that he had never seen before gliding silently by, and then it disappeared into the night.
James screamed. He backed quickly onto a siding out of the way to hide. Meanwhile, Percy picked up some cars at the docks. Percy was on his way back to the station, but what he did not know was a lazy signalman had forgotten to switch the points back onto the correct line. The other line was a siding. Percy hit the thrusters with tremendous force. He came right off the rails. Let's see a slow motion replay of that, shall we? Slow-mo replay. James decided that it was then safe to come out of his hiding sighting. That rhymes. Anyway, he did. James stopped at the platform. Then what happened next, no one knows.
Cooks are waiting in the yard, packing them with easel. Show the world what I can do, gaily boast the diesel. In and out he creeps about, like a big black weasel. When he pulls the wrong crooks out, up goes the diesel.
James once again screamed, and he ran. He puffed as hard as he could, and he did not stop until he came to a small junction and a tunnel. Just as James was taking off, something happened.
James was scared, and the troublesome trucks in the siding next to James made fun of him because of this, and they laughed and laughed. But they did not laugh for long. James screamed once again and ran off as fast as he could. "But wait," cried Percy, who was lying on the ground. "It's me, James. Percy!" But James was already gone. James did not stop until he arrived back home at the sheds. Luckily, no one was there. Next morning, James puffed out of his shed. Gordon puffed into Knapford Station. Thomas and Percy were there. "Good morning, puny engines," said Gordon. "Good morning, Gordon. Good morning, Gordon," said Thomas and Percy. James backed up next to Gordon. "Good morning," said James. "Good morning, James," said Percy. "Percy!" exclaimed James, who had seen Percy, who looked like he was dead the night before. "How did you get here? I thought you were killed by the ghost train." Percy and Gordon laughed. Ugh. Percy then said, "Let me just tell you in a flashback." Epic flashback time! Tune in next time to hear Gordon say,
"I'm the doctor."
"Oh, that makes so much more sense," said James. "Yeah, same here," said Gordon. Percy, told me, his side of the story. Kind of. Not the parts that he told me. Yeah, you get the picture. Yeah? Sir Topham Hatt just then came panting up. "So, who got my car, huh?" All the engines gazed at him. I gotta go. The express is almost ready, almost on time." So Gordon left Knapford Station. Yeah, we gotta go too," said Percy. "Yeah, I've got some trucks to go pull, you know." "Oh, come on," said Sir Topham Hatt. And Sir Topham Hatt threw himself down on the tracks, throwing a temper tantrum, saying, "Oh no, I have to walk everywhere." And this is why we do not walk on train tracks, throw temper tantrums on train tracks, and other things on train tracks. Do you understand, young children? If you're not a young children, this message is not for you. This has been a message from 1994 Wooden Railway Court. Do not walk on train tracks, especially when there are trains on the train tracks, heading toward you trying to kill you. And now, back to the film! And at that very moment, the engine from the other railway, who had forgotten to get Stop Hat's car, was puffing back across the island to his own railway. And over time, and because no one ever used the roads on the island of Sodor, they always chose the railway, Stop Hat's car was forgotten and was never seen again, because over time, grass grew, the stuff, basically, the car disappeared.
Hello, I'm Henry the Green Engine, everyone's favorite engine on the island of Sodor. Henry, I'm 1994 Wooden Railway Court, which means this channel's about me, not you. I'm everyone's favorite engine on the island of Sodor. Oh, fine, you big show-off. Thank you, Henry. Now the reason I, 1994 Wooden Railway Gordon, invited you all here today is... Huh?
I don't want to go.
Thomas, what are you doing?
Legs! I've still got legs. Good. Arms, hands, ooh, fingers, lots of fingers. Ears, yes, eyes too, nose. And I've had worse, chin.
Thomas, are you feeling okay?
I'm a girl. No. No. I'm not a girl. No. I'm still not Ginger. And something else. Oh, something important. I'm crashing.
Yeah, Thomas, you've got problems. Anyway, on to the shout-out. Eric Day, a brand new Thomas Wooden Railway community member. Gordon, can I do the shout-out? Fine, Henry, go ahead. Thanks! Eric Day is... Wait a minute.
anyway.
I'm the Doctor. I'm a Time Lord. I'm from the planet Gallifrey in the constellation of Kasterborous. I'm 903 years old, and I'm the man who's going to save your lives and all 6 billion people on the planet below. Exterminate! Exterminate!
Yeah, Eric Day is awesome. Eric Day is awesome, and yeah, you should go subscribe to him. Until next time, I'm the Doctor, and I'm Gordon. This is 1994 Wooden Gordon saying thank you for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos. Yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.